Sneakerheads and basketball enthusiasts alike, this is the Only Land, and we are back for actually my 2023 sneaker list, basketball sneaker list, whatever you want to call it. I know I'm a little late, but I've been a little busy. Before we get into that, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe if you'd like to see before, you like to see saw today, one of those. Let's just start off with actually what came out this year, right? I'm gonna run down this list very quickly. We got the Ja ones, the Tatum ones, the Kawhi 3s. Obviously those have an asterisk because they dropped, then they pulled them back, and they dropped them a little bit later. The White 9.6s, Stewie 2s, Harden Volume 7s, Straight 3s, Freak 5s. The Sabrina, I don't know if they call the Sabrina ones or the Ionescu ones, Zion 3s, Luka 2s, MB 0.3s, LeBron 21s, Curry 11s, Don Issue 5s, KD 16s. We have the Scoots, and we also have the AE ones. Those two, they dropped in December, I believe it was, either December or November. And anytime something drops that late, I kind of like put it on the next list because I usually don't have time. I will tell you, I didn't test not even half, so I did way worse than I did last year. Last year I thought I really slacked, and compared to this year, it's like ridiculous. I don't know what happened, but I guess I just didn't have the time. So we will start with what I have here. I have the Ja ones, right? You guys know this colorway already. This is the Ember colorway, I believe it's called. I got the Tatum ones in the pink lemonade colorway. The Ionescu ones in the I think these are the Bodega colorway, the custom one from Foamer. Ionescu, oh, those are the Ionescus. Luka 2s, the Luka 2s here. This is the Luke AI colorway, if I'm not mistaken. And then I have the LeBron 21s. LeBron 21s. The Scoots I have upstairs, and the AE ones I have right here. Alright, cool. So that's what I got. And then let's get into what I think. I think I'm gonna give you guys a top 3, right? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I actually have 5 sneakers. I mean, I can put it in order, but I'd like to. Nah, we'll do it like this. So coming in at 5 is actually gonna be these. I know that's kind of surprising for some people, but the LeBron 21s, in my opinion, I believe these are the 21s. Yeah. Fuck, man. So coming in at 5 is actually gonna be these, the LeBron 21s. There were just too many issues with these, right? I feel like they're a decent sneaker, but there's a couple issues. I won't go into everyone, but if you want to look at the review, I'll put it up there. For one, this colorway gets really dirty. So if you're looking for like that crossover sneaker that you can wear outside, you can, as long as you don't play ball in them, because they're like destroyed. And I played 24 hours in them, but it shouldn't look this bad. Like, they've been through war, and that is kind of the feeling you get from these. If you're wondering why I have my phone in my hand, it's my notes. The traction was iffy, right? One day you'd have really great traction. Another day it just wouldn't be that great. Cushioning, first try on, the cushioning was really nice. It was really nice, and then it wore off very quickly. I think that was our, I don't know, I don't remember, but it was pretty quickly that the cushioning wore off. Breathability, terrible. No breathability in these. I don't know what these holes are for. They didn't do the job. Yeah, the tongue, I remember. The tongue hurt my ankle in the beginning, right? This top piece of the tongue, it's killing me, man. It was killing me. Wasn't a big fan of that either. Some of that stuff did wear off, but just like the breaking process for these just wasn't ideal. Wasn't a big fan. And for the other sneakers that we have on this list, it didn't really cut it. So moving on, we will pick up these. These are the Ja ones. The reason the Ja ones sit at 4 for me, I do think that they're the quintessential guard shoe, but there are a couple guard shoes this year, or that I tested this year, that sit just a little bit higher than these. Traction on these was very good, very good. For some reason, cushioning in the beginning just wasn't that great, and then like it got better as it went on. I don't know, it was super weird. what the main issue was for me was the pain, right? The midfoot pain, I feel like these were like for a narrower foot. I believe I got my regular size. I did, so I'm not sure why they were so tight. I don't remember if I suggested going half a size up. I will put that performance review as well up there at the top. Go and take a look if you want a more detailed review of these. Very good shoe, especially for the price compared to LeBron's. Insane, right? I think these were at like 110. LeBron's, they had to be at like 210. So there's a reason, right? These are 4 and those are 5, right? So we'll move on up to number 3. Number 3, we have the Luka 2s. That's so funny that I have the Luka 1s over for the Luka 2s. I had to make a switch, right? I don't know if you guys remembered in the performance review, which is up there. Like I said, go ahead, take a look. I started off with Kawhi 54 colorway, right? That was the green and white colorway, and it had like leather for materials, and that made the experience terrible. I only played them one time, and I immediately switched because I had ended up grabbing 2 by mistake, and this performed much better, right? Let's see. Traction outside was very good. Cushioning was really nice. Overall feel of the sneaker, right, was just very good, right? I got a very good feeling wearing these compared to the other 2 that were lower than this. But once again, I feel like this year was like kind of a competitive year for me in regards to very well performing sneakers. And while this did perform really well, and I love the colorways on this. I love the colorways on most of these sneakers, honestly. Most of these sneakers have like some banger colorways. This one just didn't compete with what to be quite honest, consider to be some of the best sneakers that I've ever played in. Not just this year. So I know that was quick on the Lukas. If you want to, like I said, if you want deeper, go check out the performance review. Now we're going to move on to the top 2, right? You guys have already seen what I had here, so you have an idea of what my top 2 are. It is hard to break down what the top 2 are in this year because they both performed so well. Obviously, you guys know at this point that it's between the Ionescu's and the Tatum 1s. The reason I'm going to go with the Tatum 1s as number 2, if you guys have grabbed these, first of all, this colorway is beautiful. But if you guys have grabbed these, you knew everything on these was great. Everything. There was almost nothing where this sneaker failed except the traction. And not that the traction didn't stick, because the traction was really great. It was that it wore down, man. I did close to 24. I don't know if I did a full 24. I definitely did around 24, so I'm not gonna lie to you. I did do it around 24, but there's no reason that they should have wore down the way they did. I never played in these outside. I did see that they released a colorway recently within like the last couple days, and it said Tatum 1 V2, and then it said the colorway. I don't know if that means that maybe they fixed that. I'm tempted to go and try and grab those, see if that's actually a version 2, and see how that performs. I'm tempted. I don't know if I'll do it, but I'm tempted. I do have to do some research into that to see if that's something I want to do, but yeah, that was the main issue with these, right? I am excited to see how they change up the traction, or like the durability of the traction on the Tatum 2s. Obviously, there are already images out. If you guys haven't seen them, I will have a short on those sometime soon. But that's the main thing that sets these apart from the #1 sneaker this year for me, which is these, the Ionescu 1s, or Sabrina 1s. It is the Sabrina 1s. Now I look at the S there, right? I hate to say flawless because it's not flawless, right? It is. These 2 are some of the best sneakers that I've ever worn, but it's not, I wouldn't say flawless. It is up there for me, but there's just not many things where there's not many aspects where this sneaker goes wrong, right? Traction, cushioning is minimal, right? These just remind me so much of a Kobe is what it is. They remind me so much of a Kobe that it's hard, right? I heard someone, in my performance review, I remember someone saying that they reminded them of a Kyrie. Guess what Kyries remind people of? Kobe's, right? So it blends that. It blends those 2 aspects to make this, and I think as a first sneaker, Nike did so well this year. Obviously, all these sneakers are Nikes. I do have the AE1s there to the side, but they just blended. Nike did a great job on their first year sneakers this year. I know I have criticized them recently for the Zions, the Zion ones, the Luka ones, even the the Freak ones. I'm not gonna lie, they slacked on those. This one right here, bro, this goes down as like for me an all-time one, like first issue of a sneaker line for sure. It's impressive. It's impressive what they did. Go out and try them. I'm not gonna lie to you. You gotta go and grab these. I didn't understand why they were so popular. I don't know if news spreads that fast, but it's strange how quickly like people wanted to grab them as soon as they dropped. Right, as soon as they dropped, they sold out, which to me was weird because this is a female sneaker. If you got, well, obviously you guys know, but the other female sneakers are not performing like this. You can see it pretty. You can see it pretty simply, right? The Deladons, the Stewies. There's no way they're performing like the Sabrinas right now. It's what they did with this. I don't know. From the ads to everything they did about the sneaker was really great. And now I feel like I'm being a nerd about it. But this was a great sneaker. I'm gonna leave that here. And while I leave that here, I'm gonna add a caveat, right? A caveat to this list. The caveat is these. The caveat is the AE1s. Now I'm going to tell you why there's a caveat. The caveat is because I have not finished performance testing them. I am about halfway through. I will say halfway through, this would 100% be high on this list. I would say probably top 3. I don't want to give too many details because I don't want to spoil it to the for the performance review that's coming soon. Probably next week. But this is a really good sneaker. I know I said the whole list was like Nikes. This is a really good sneaker. Adidas did a great job for once, man. For this year, man, first time signature sneakers did a great job. From the Jaws to the AE1s, the Sabrinas, the Tatum ones. It was a great year. For me, it was a great year for basketball sneakers. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys grabbed more than one, if you guys just grabbed just one of these sneakers, for the most part, you probably had a pretty good year in regards to sneakers, in regards to not having to switch them up too much. Unless you grab Tatum's, unfortunately, you guys probably had a good year. I will go out and I'll show you guys all of these here. Let me see what I'm missing from this list. I got 6, right? 6 in my hand. These are the 6 that I've tested this year. Unfortunately, that's all I came to. 12 months, I came to six sneakers, but it did take me some time. I did have some stuff going on this year. Thank you guys for watching this year. I really appreciated it. And I'm looking forward to growing with you guys. This is The Only Lane. I'm out of here. You guys have a good one.